What's up guys, it's Mobando here, and today we're going over a really cool gameplay in the Gauntlet, and we're just basically going to be doing an educational commentary about how to play aggressive and succeed while doing so. Alright, so this is basically just the Gauntlet solo test event, and so there's going to be a few sweats in this game. Not sure how it's going to go. I really hope I can get this dub. It's the first game of the day, so if I'm a little bit rusty like this, see my edits are kind of bad, but if I'm a little bit rusty, then don't judge, guys. This is my first game of the day. Hopefully we can get a good educational commentary out. So now, first big decision, we need to figure out how and where to drop. I say we go, Westworld, because it's right at the start of the zone, or the bus, and there's going to be a few people here, but not too many to the point where we can't actually kill them or survive. And so we're going to get a few kills to make up for the 2 minus points for bus fare, and we're going to try to do this. Hopefully we can do this, guys. Wish me luck. Alright, so now first thing we need to do is we need to check how many people there are here. So I'm just going to look around real quick. I see one right off the start, and there's another one there, so I know there's at least 2 people here. So I need to drop on a decent gun to actually get this fight started. Holy crap, dude, that Link scared me so bad, but I got the one shot on his head. So we're just gonna move around here real quick, loot up, get some materials, and get ready for the next fight. Alright, so here I just need to assess my situation, see if anyone's out here. So I'm gonna push up to see if anybody is around that I can pick off really quickly. So here I turn around and I see this guy's builds finishing, so I push up here, and so I just can't find him, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I drop down because I hear him below, and there he is in his little box. So I break that, replace it with my own, and pump him, but it doesn't kill him. It was only a 50 shot. So I go back in and hit him again, and he's dead. So we finished off that fight, and now we're just picking up the loot, and now we're gonna go attack another guy because I hear him out the side. I heard a guy here, but I couldn't actually find him, so I just decided to go back and loot because honestly, it's not worth chasing him. He's not going to leave. He's just going to finish looting up. So I'm just going to get some better weapons, make sure that I'm ready and prepared to actually engage him. And I need more materials and everything. And so now I hear him out the side, and he's over at that far side of the entire village. So I see him over there, so I build up to protect myself. I block myself for cover, but then edit through, block him, take high ground, and keep it for a while. I can tell he's not the best player in the world, so I just end up kind of messing with him. I probably shouldn't have, and you never should ever mess with people if you're going for high kill competitive gameplays, but I just decided to. He ends up boogie bombing me, and we have a great time until I kill him. And so I hit him right here. Or no, I don't actually. I thought I did, but then he comes out and around, and at this point, I'm just kind of done messing with him, just having fun and stuff. So I hit him a bit, and I walk up to him, and I was like pretending and stuff to try to fight him, but in the end, I just decided to kill him because, you know, why not? And so he does boogie bomb me, which is smart, but he gets killed eventually because I hide behind the tree. You always want to use natural cover inside these games, and that was the best option for me at that time. And so I take the minis and I just loot up, and I don't think anybody else is in this village or in Westworld, and so I just decide to finish looting and then leave. So I use this rift to go over here to be aggressive, which is what this video is about, and I basically just used the rift to go to get out of there, and I was planning on going to Fatal, and so that's exactly what we did. So as I'm going to Fatal, I basically just look at Fatal and basically just scope it out so I know what I'm going up against, if there are anybody left, and I stumble upon a massive fight happening around the house, and so I decided to drop in on this fight. I'm just going to go full aggro here because I want the kills, I need the points. And so I see the guy lasering him down there, and so I decided to play it careful and still take high ground instead of just dropping down, which is a great play because I see that guy above. So and then I decide to hit him a bit, but I miss every shot because I'm a bot. And then I see this guy over here building up, so I hit him a lot, hit him a ton more with the SMG, build over him, and clean up the kill with a pump. So then I know there's a lot more people here, so I decided to just keep high ground and basically just look around and see what's going on. And I hear a guy down inside the house, and I don't know exactly where he is, so I'm trying to be careful, make sure that I don't get surprised or anything. So I see him under that ramp, And so I decide he's got the advantage because we both know where each other are, but he's got the tactical positioning advantage. And so I decide not to take that fight, and so I hear somebody else down there fighting him, and somebody kills him. And so I'm just like, you know what, at this point it's probably a good idea to go down. He's probably weak. I'm gonna loot up real quick, and then I'm gonna go finish off the kills, finish off this fight and everything. So I walk in here and I'm just kind of scoping it out through the window, and so I decided that part's safe. So I try to go in through the door, check for traps and everything, make sure I don't get killed stupidly. And so then I walk around these ramps, and I see the Lynx right there, so I pump him for 114 and then continue to put pressure on him, and then I decide to finally just drop down and kill him because he's wasting my time. And so now I hear another player ramping on top of me, so I decide to reload all my guns. That way I'm fully prepared for what he's going to do to me. And so I block myself off because I don't know exactly where he is, so I decide to build up, but that ramp kind of screws me over. But then I just take high ground again. I keep high ground. I make sure that no one has any advantages on me. I pull the advantage of high ground, the advantage of surprise attack, and everything else to basically edit through the window and just finish that kill off quick before I can waste mats and I get third partied, or he does more damage than I want done to me. So I just decided to quickly finish up those kills, and so it's looking like a pretty good game. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I cleaned up almost all the kills here, and so now I'm just basically going to move out until I find another player. Alright, so now I'm just basically walking around looking for people. I'm going to head into Dusty Divot because that sounds like a very good location to find people. It's central, and now that the volcano's there, all the people from that side of the map by the volcano are going to be moving straight into Dusty Divot and Retail Row in that area. So I decide if I'm going to go for high kills and eliminations and stuff, I better just go through Dusty Divot and get to the other side, because the other side is where all that fights happen. Basically, if you want high kill games, Retail Row is a great place to go, because basically between Retail Row, Dusty Divot, and the volcano is the big hotspot right now. And if you can just centralize yourself in those areas, then you're set to go for that entire match. You will probably rarely ever stop seeing players. They always just keep coming. So now back to the game. I'm just looking around and everything, and I see a player in there. I take some shots at him. I hit one for 40, and so I reload my gun, and I just basically want to assess the situation, see what I have to work with here. And I don't think he's the best player. He saw me and he didn't build. He kept on doing everything. He keeps RPGing me, which I'm not sure is the greatest decision in the world, because he's gonna end up hitting himself, or he's gonna be like, I don't know, he's just wasting rockets, he's wasting ammo, and he's wasting a lot of time. So here we're just basically in a standoff. I don't want to go in because I know there's a trap somewhere in there, and I know that he's got an RPG, and I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to take that damage, and so I'm just kind of playing it safe, waiting for him to make the move. And so basically I hear another player cannonballing in, so I'm kind of wary around that side, but I think that guy leaves. And so I'm just sitting around here just waiting for this guy to come out, and eventually he does come out. And when he does, it worked out really well for me, because waiting for him actually worked out really well for me, because I ended up being able to have the greatest advantage in the game, and which is basically the high ground. I saved high ground. He RPG'd me down here, and I built right back up. I kept high ground. I made sure that every possible advantage was in my favor. Now here I make a dumb move and drop down, and he misses his rocket and then hits me with a pump, but I get him, and so I'm at 150 health. I just decided to pop the chug because why not? I'm not going to carry it because I want to keep my minis and I want to take this RPG, and so I just pop the chug for the extra health and then pick up the RPG. Alright guys, so here I'm just basically moving out of Dusty Divot, and as I'm moving out of Dusty Divot, I just hear this build, and it was some weird glitch or whatever, but I heard it, and so I build up on this guy. He edits out, so I decide to do a 90 and take high ground. I do a couple more 90s to get above, and then I shoot an RPG to where I think he is, and it doesn't hit him, but it knocks down his build, so he can't get me again. And so I decide to basically just pressure heavy with the RPG, which isn't always the smartest move, but why not? So basically I'm just taking high ground, I'm keeping it, I'm making sure that nothing, that he cannot get high ground. There's no way for him to get high ground because I'm building right. I'm building 100% correctly. I'm shooting down all of his builds. He cannot regain high ground. He's stuck in a position that he cannot win. And so here I'm just basically trying to find the right angle. I shoot at him and it misses again because he blocks it with his builds. But he tries to take high ground again from me, and so I build up to block him. And I make sure that he cannot take the high ground, because the thing is, if he takes the high ground, then he's able to block me off. RPG is basically useless. So I edit through and I hit him with a hard shot. And so he just kind of falls down and everything, and I believe we get third-partied here, which is a very big factor in these type of games, especially around Dusty Divot, as I mentioned before. It's a big occurrence around these areas because of just the high population and everything. But I'm able to clean up this kill by just dropping down and just basically playing everything smart. You want to make sure you play smart, but I didn't block him off, which was not a smart move. But he comes up here and goes aggressive, and he hits me again for a nasty shot, but I end up cleaning up the kill. Now that was a very scuffed fight, and I was handling it really well until the very end when I got a little bit too cocky, and it ended up fine. But then I blew myself up with the rocket, and that really hurt me. And so I basically just build myself in and make sure that I get back to full health. Alright guys, that just about wraps up the educational commentary. Now, using all the techniques that I just talked about, I'm going to go on to win this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop a like and a subscribe. Thank you for that. Bye.